Good morning, and welcome to another adventure with me. I am so excited for this one. I am hiking the West Rim Trail in Zion National Park. I am actually starting from Wildcat Canyon. I chose to add a little bit of mileage just for some fun. We're looking at about 13 miles today. It is 9:40 right now, and I just got on trail. Getting permits for the Zion Wilderness can be quite challenging, especially this time of year when Zion is often filled to the brim with visitors. Somehow, I won the lottery and I was thrilled to have this opportunity. Such a beautiful trail. I am high up in altitude, maybe like 6,000 or 7,000 feet, and so it's nice and cool. This trail isn't new to me. I've hiked several sections of this trail multiple times before. The major difference this time around was my state of mind. I've realized I have an unhealthy habit of rushing through things, aiming to get them done quickly. My intention with this trail was to immerse myself in the backcountry of Zion National Park and truly appreciate the landscape that surrounds the place that I call home. I'm just about 2 miles in, and I'm snacking on some freeze-dried mangoes, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about them. The taste is okay, but they kind of feel like styrofoam in my mouth. I don't like to admit it, but often I take my surroundings for granted. The desert climate sometimes feels so hot and desolate, and the city life too busy or disconnected. But what if I chose to focus on the things around me that I do enjoy? The places that bring me peace and fill me with wonder? On this journey, I commit myself to doing just that. When I slow down, I am able to rediscover the beauty in the nuances of life. I can reconnect to the wonder in a familiar trail, such as this one. I believe this is the most iconic view here in Wildcat Canyon. I shouldn't be too far away from the first spring, where I'm gonna fill up a couple of liters of water. Lava Point's about 2 miles away. I would say Potato Hollow is probably like 5 miles after that. I'm about 4 miles in right now, and it is warming up, people. The spring should be right here. There are lots of wasps, so that's fun. All right, mission accomplished. I just got 3-ish liters of water from the spring back there. Didn't love the whole wasp situation, but I'm grateful that they shared with me. This was their water source before it was mine, and I did not get stung, so I am happy. Wow, look at that. That breeze feels good. Wow. It is 12:36 and I am stopping to eat lunch. These bugs are so annoying. I've been hiking for 3 hours, 15 minutes. And I'm 6.2 miles in. I am very close to the West Rim Trail, and my campsite should be about 7 or 8 miles from there. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling rejuvenated after resting in the shade. The sun is beating down right now. It's the middle of the day, so it's hot. So this little snack break and water break was exactly what I need. So I'm about to put my pack back on and get to stepping. so breezy up here, so that feels amazing. I remember when I first did the West Rim Trail. It was just over 2 years ago, like right before I started this channel, and I feel like it was a huge inspiration for me to start sharing my hikes, because I remember just being taken back by the beauty, and I just haven't come back out here until now to actually capture it and share it. So I am beyond excited to show you guys. The first few miles are a little bit scenic, but the real beauty, the real views come later on in the hike. Less than a mile from the trailhead is a spur trail to Sawmill Springs and Campsite 9. I was just walking on the trail, kind of just in my thoughts, and all of a sudden I look up and there's someone on a horse like running at me. So I just like jumped off trail and got behind a tree. He looked like he wasn't really in control of his horse, so that was really scary. He did say there are 2 more. He said they're way back here, I guess, so I'm gonna keep my eye out for that. I don't want to get taken out by a horse. Another amazing thing about this trail, besides the views that you will see soon, is most of it is downhill if you're heading from Lava Point down to Zion Canyon. So it's a pretty leisurely walk. There's maybe a couple hundred feet of elevation gain, but it's mostly downhill. This hike is point to point, meaning that it is a through hike. Luckily, I will have my very sweet husband pick me up tomorrow morning in Zion Canyon and take me back up to my car that's parked at the Wildcat Canyon. The official West Rim Trail starts near Lava Point and traverses high alpine elevations with sweeping views of Wildcat Canyon for the first 6.5 miles. Before dropping into Potato Hollow. It is 2:15 right now, and I have been lingering in these big shady spots because it is toasty. I just wanted to look at my stats, and I have been hiking for 4 hours, 38 minutes, and I've done 9.23 miles. And I believe that means I'm less than 2 miles away from Potato Hollow. I got 3 liters of water at the Wildcat Canyon spring, and I've only drank 1 liter of it. I just got cell phone service, so I reached out to Brock, and he said that Milo is doing good. He's taking a nap. They had a great lunch. They've been playing all day. It sounds so silly, but leaving Milo was a worry of mine coming out here. I've never spent the night away from him, and he is really attached to me, so I just wanted to make sure that he's doing okay, and I know Brock will care for him very well, so he'll probably get a lot of extra treats today. And he's going to be one very excited boy tomorrow when they come to pick me up. I just set my pack down for the first time since lunch, and I realized I still haven't used my hiking poles at all. And I feel like this is becoming more common with my hiking poles. I always bring them, but sometimes I just don't use them. And I'm going to start considering not bringing them on hikes, I think. Something that I've been so proud of myself for on this hike is stopping often and eating regularly and drinking water regularly. I know that sounds so silly, but looking back on a lot of my hikes last year, I always push myself so hard and run myself ragged trying to do a hike quickly. That is something that I am changing. And this kind of piggybacks on what I was talking about in my Pine Valley video, is just slowing down, allowing myself to actually enjoy the experience instead of trying to just rush through it for some reason. And Oh my gosh, it feels so good, you guys. So good. At 3 miles, you'll get a teaser of the South Guardian Angel Peak, which also offers a view down the Left Fork Canyon. Wow, oh my gosh. The trek from Lava Point all the way down to Zion Canyon can be done in a long day hike, or best experienced split up into a 2-day backpacking trip. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Camping is allowed in designated sites only. While most of it is level or downhill, it is still strenuous. Beginning my descent into Potato Hollow. The trail descends into Potato Hollow, home to Campsite 8, and when nature permits, there is also a spring here. I believe I'm entering Potato Hollow, and I can tell there's a water source here because the bugs are back. Oh, that one almost went in my nostril. I have not seen anyone on the trail since the horses. And that was so long ago, I literally feel like I'm the only person out here. Okay, found the water source, and it's on the way to Campsite 8. Oh, it's nice and cold. I drank all of the water that I had on the way here on purpose so that I would be well hydrated, so that I can fill up all 4 liters, and hopefully that will last me through the night. So I'm just gonna sit here and filter water for a bit because this is gonna take a minute. I'm leaving the water source. I just filled up all 4 liters, completely full. So I'm feeling pretty good with that. My bag is super heavy right now. Plus I have a nice climb ahead of me. So if I remember correctly, it's a little bit steep too. So I'm probably gonna take that slow. It's 4:30 and I'm officially making my way out of Potato Hollow. One good part of this climb so far is that it seems to be very shaded, which I appreciate because most of the trail today has been pretty exposed. So I will take all the shade. It's a tough climb, but at least it's beautiful. Craving the tuna packets that I brought. I don't ever crave tuna packets, which probably means I need protein and I need salt. So I am just about to my campsite and I am so ready for dinner. It just doesn't even look real. It's so incredible. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be camping like right up here. So hopefully I get a stunning view. Oh my gosh. Beyond Potato Hollow is a short hike that leads up to Hammerhead Viewpoint, a very photogenic spot. How am I the only one out here? How? Where is everyone? Does no one want to see this? No one? Look at that snake. It's so long. Whoa. Okay, not a rattlesnake.
Despite living in the desert, I rarely see snakes, and sometimes I forget they're out there.
When I first saw the snake and realized what it was, I thought for sure it was a rattlesnake. But then I looked at its head. It didn't have the like spade head that a rattlesnake has. And I looked at its tail. When I could see it, no rattle. Wasn't making any noise. Thing was silent. Soaking up this view because the trail just keeps getting steeper and steeper. I think this is a sick joke. Like, what is that? What is that? That's straight up. Oh, your girl made it up this hill. Let's go find my camp spot.
This hill brings us to Horse Pasture Plateau and a junction with Telephone Canyon Trail.
Yeah. Look how shaded and beautiful this is. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm home. No surprise, there are tons of bugs. So I'm gonna set up this tent as quickly as possible. Let's go. Tent is set up. That might have been the sloppiest tent setup ever. So I'm really glad I got that on video. Luckily this tent is still super dirty from the Trans-Catalina hike. So that's awesome. Well, I just kind of threw my stuff all over my tent kind of to hold it in place because this tent relies on a lot of tension for it to sit properly, and I think I have some things staked a bit weird, so there's that. I am super hungry, so I'm gonna snack right now on my tuna. That sounds super good, and probably my pretzels. Yeah, and then I'll make dinner in like a little bit. This is the appetizer. Today I did 14.8 miles according to Strava, so that's really cool. Lots of good mileage today. I'm really happy that I did add on Wildcat Canyon. If I didn't, I would have gotten here really early and would have been like sitting here because it's 6 o'clock now. So I would have been here way earlier, and yeah, that would have just been weird. Sometimes I eat the weirdest things backpacking. But this is top notch right now.
This hike is a pack-in, pack-out, meaning you will need to carry out all your trash, including human waste and toilet paper. Wag bags are available at the Zion Visitor Center when you pick up your permit.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here right now. So peaceful, so quiet. Still haven't seen anyone. No one's walked past the campsite, nothing. So just a quiet day here in the backcountry of Zion National Park. Dinner is done. I also just got off the phone with Brock and Milo, and they are doing well, and Milo just had dinner, so I'm feeling so glad that I can come out here and do trips like this, and Brock is willing to take care of Milo by himself because that little guy is a lot of work for sure. I did walk over to the ledge over there to take some pictures to send to Brock, and I am so excited to show you guys because it is pretty freaking cool. I'm heading off to watch the sunset over at these cliffs. You are not going to believe this view.
Visiting a place as grand as Zion National Park makes me feel small, in a good way. It puts my to-do list, worries, and stresses into perspective. It reminds me how quickly I get caught up in the idea that I need to be doing more. an ideal that's rooted in feeling not enough. Maybe I'm not alone in this. Maybe many others, like you, may feel this way too. I know that everyone has struggles, stresses, and imperfections. Nature reminds me that chaos and disorder can be perfect. It frees me from the unrealistic standards that I hold myself to.
Good morning. I've been up for probably 30 minutes and I have not gotten ready at all. As soon as I woke up, I noticed the sun was starting to rise, so I grabbed my cameras and I've just been like walking around this area taking shots because it is so beautiful. While I get ready, I'm going to get some coffee going. That is a must this morning. I slept so crappy last night, like probably the crappiest I've ever slept backpacking. And there wasn't like a very specific reason. I think I just couldn't really get comfortable. My body was pretty sore after a full day of backpacking and I just could not get situated. I am pretty tired this morning and like don't really have a lot of motivation to get up and hike, but I get to see Brock and Milo in a few hours, so that is really giving me life right now. Just getting things kind of packed up and also just getting ready for the day. Here we go. Most of my stuff is packed up. I'm just finishing like getting ready. This backpacking round, I even brought some lotion and I'm so glad that I did because every time I go backpacking, my skin gets so dry and I'm always like craving some moisture for my skin. So I brought lotion this time and that feels like a luxury. Now I'm gonna put sunscreen on. I already put it on my face. I believe I only have like 7 miles today. It's been a fairly slow morning. Sunscreen is applied. Feels really gross to put on dirty socks again though. I don't like that. I pretty much got everything outside of my tent. I really just have to like get through my hair. Oh, but it's a bit tangly right now. There's like sweat matted in the knots. So it's like really fun to brush out. Hair is combed. And normally I like get it wet, scrunch it so that there's like actual curls. Today I'm not doing that for 2 reasons. I'm backpacking. And the second reason, my water is very precious right now and I have a little bit more than 2 liters. So something I am going to be doing with my water is making electrolytes in about half of a liter. Which brings me to the sponsor of today's video, Ultima. Ultima is an electrolyte powder mix that I have been using for many years. Ultima's electrolyte powder mix has 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and 0 calories. What it does have is potassium, magnesium, sodium, those minerals that you need when you are out doing stuff and sweating heavily. So electrolytes are key for proper hydration. Without proper electrolytes, you might notice muscle cramps, which you don't want to experience when you're on trail. I absolutely love their single serving packets, and I bring them hiking and backpacking every single time. They are so convenient, so small and light, and they give me exactly what I need, exactly when I need it. If you guys are interested in trying Ultima for yourself, if you're looking for an electrolyte powder, I highly recommend giving these a try. There is a link in the description of this video where you can go to their website and give their products a try. Every flavor that I've tried of theirs is amazing, but my all-time favorite is the blue raspberry. So thank you to Ultima for sponsoring this video. Let's get packed up and head down to Zion Canyon. It's 7:50 and I'm finally back on trail. Definitely a little later than I thought. But man, packing up camp and getting ready for the day is a whole process.
If you follow the West Rim Trail, the scenery becomes magical, with views from the Great West Canyon formations.
What a magical moment. And I'm here by myself. Sometimes I just can't believe the experiences that I get to have. They are just so special. I can't believe I get to do this. Thank you for being here and being a part of this. So that little white dome right there is about where I started yesterday. And today we're gonna make it all the way down to the bottom of Zion Canyon. What a trip! I'm just so grateful to be here. It's truly incredible. This is unreal. Look at these cliffs. And the sun is just lighting them up. At this rate, it's going to take me forever to get to the bottom of Zion Canyon. It's just so scenic that I keep stopping and taking pictures and footage because this is incredible. And we are starting to drop down. Starting to warm up. The lower I drop in elevation, the hotter it's getting, which is normal. But oh my gosh, I'm feeling it right now. So here's the spring in this nice shady spot.
After Cabin Springs, the trail descends 2,500 feet over 4.7 miles.
This part of the trail is just freaking amazing. Like, look at these huge cliffs I'm walking next to.
The West Rim Trail is best hiked in the late spring, summer, or the fall due to the deep snow that the upper plateau can experience in the winter.
Oh, there's a goat running up there. Mountain goat. So the closer I get to Angel's Landing, the more people I see, and that is so typical with this trail. Angel's Landing is obviously a huge destination point, a huge hike here in Zion National Park. And sometimes people will continue on the trail up West Rim to get to this area. I'm trying to knock out these miles pretty quickly and enjoy it at the same time because I am trying to get down to the bottom at an appropriate time for Brock to pick me up. So a little bit of hurrying today.
Though I've hiked this trail before, this time felt like the first. Slowing down allowed me to truly see Zion in a new light.
Angel's Landing is up there, and Scouts Lookout with the new bathrooms.
Taking Zion for granted seems so silly. People travel all over the world to visit this incredible place that's located right in my backyard. It's a reminder to me that I don't need to go far to find wilderness and peace. Sometimes the most magical places are right at home.
Whew, it is hot down here in Zion Canyon, I'll tell you that. Holy smokes, I made it from Wildcat Canyon all the way down to the bottom of Zion. What a trip. I'm getting so excited to see Milo. Is that my tiny Bubba? Hi, Bubba. Baby boy. Hi. You're the sweetest boy. Hi, baby. So happy you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do, huh, Bubba? Hi, baby. I know. You miss me. What is it? What is it? Hi.